So this is a an Alamo 25 watt solid state that I'm going to convert to a Fender 5F1 Champ Amp circuit. It's probably the basic. It's the most basic one. So I had to do some conversions. A lot of this was messed up, so I just replaced that. Put a Sansui 8-ohm speaker in there, so should work okay. So this is the chassis. As you can see, I started on it already. So I had a tiny little circuit board right here, one of those, I don't know, seafoam green ones from the 70s. So I had these Classitones. So this is my power, and this is going to be my output transformer. And I'll mount like this. So I'm not sure. Maybe I'll have input here and a pilot light here, volume. And that's all there is to this thing, really. And then I'll have AC in, probably a fuse here, maybe vice versa. I'm not sure yet. And this is the circuit. I'm waiting on a couple of parts, so I will be back when they come in. I might do a little bit of drilling on this thing later on today. Not sure yet. Just kind of wire up the power. I made some progress here. I've got the power supply connected, so I'm just going to check some voltages coming out of the power transformer here. So I've got my switch and my fuse going in the primary. So this combined should be around 700. That's our high voltage. 720, probably more than that, I bet. This is just for the heater, for this rectifier tube. And this will be for the pilot light. And this will also be for all the heaters, for all these, for the two tubes. This one's actually just one tube. So let's check out these voltages. So I've got it on a Variac, and right now I'm looking at the green. So that should be probably around 6 or 7 volts, I guess. Let's just power it on, check it out. I got wires dangling, so I got to be careful here. All right, so we got 20 volts in. Not much coming out, which is to be expected. So let's crank it up. There's my input voltage there. It's about 120 volts, 7 volts out. That's thinking 6.5 here, so that's good. So let's power that off. Let's check our 5 volts. And that's for the heater for the rectifier tube. Okay. Turn it down. Alright, so just bringing the voltage up slowly. I'm expecting around 6 volts, maybe. Where are we at now? 4. Let's just do the whole one. Okay, so with 120 in, I'm getting about 6 volts out. That's great. And that's what the schematic is expecting to have happen. Now let's check the high voltage here. Turn that off. And okay. There we go. Now let's check this one out. So like I was expecting, since it's got a center tap, we should get the combined amount between these two. So 700 and something volts, I bet. 740 volts, maybe. Let's look. $744. Okay, well this transformer is good and it'll do the job. So I had it sitting around so long I didn't know I was going to use it for something a long time ago. So anyway, once my sockets come in for the tubes, I'm getting some ceramic ones, I'm going to finish this project here, continue with the project I should say, and let me move this up, sorry about that. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'll just put the pilot light probably through here, be my input and volume like I was thinking before. I flipped the transformer around because this is the input and this is the output. I have this one capped off because this is, I think, for a different impedance, like a 4 ohm impedance, which I'm not going to be dealing with. I'm going to be dealing with 8 ohm. And that's that. So I'll bring you back when I make a little more progress on this. So here's a quick update. The sockets have come in, and so I drilled. That was a lot of drilling. That was a lot of work to get through that steel. So this is going to be my output, and the input's over here. And let's flip this over. There we go. Okay, so actually let's do this. A little better this way. Okay. So I've got that mounted. That's where my input's going to be. Volume. This might be for a negative feedback loop first. This will be for an effects loop, which I'll add later. Right now I just want to get the thing working, make sure it's nice and quiet. If there's anything else I need to work out, I will get that taken care of at that time. But the next step will be the wiring and installing some of these and filter caps. So we'll get to that probably later on today.
Okay, a little update on this. I had it put away for a while. I had some other projects I was working on. So I've got my power transformer connected to the rectifier tube. I've got my filter caps in, voltage divider network, and let's see what else I got. I've got my heater connection for the 12AX7 and 6V6. I've got my input here. This is a shielded cable going to the 12AX7, and these are just some loose resistors I have in here now that will be connected here in the future. I'm going to try to color code all my B plus wiring. I'm going to go with a single input jack. This I did change to a 47K just to bring in a hotter signal to the grid here. And that actually is really it right now, what I've got going on here. This will be to adjust, I'm going to modify this negative feedback circuit here, just where I can adjust the voltage on that. I've seen a couple other builders do that before, and I thought it was kind of a cool idea. So that's what this will be in the future. I'm going to build it without this connected first, and then once everything works to my satisfaction, and then I'll start to do some modifications. I'll do this. I'm going to wire in my effects loop, and that's where we're standing right now. So I'm going to continue to get these soldered in, and I'll give you an update here shortly.
Alright, so the project is done. I changed my mind about doing I was going to do a negative feedback that was adjustable, which is this resistor right here. I noticed it's nothing more than a volume control, really. So the only thing I did was, this is supposed to be a 22K, and I switched it over to a 15. Another thing I was investigating is this coupling cap, which is between my first and second stage of my 12AX7. If you increase the capacitance, it increases bass, and that's what they did with the Princeton. I tried doing that. I put this big old honking cap in here, and if you add them in parallel, they add like resistors in series. I didn't notice a difference. I don't know. Maybe I need to put a larger one in there, but it really doesn't matter because it sounds pretty good. Low hum, So I guess in the future I'll figure out something. I don't want to have a dial on there that does nothing, but for right now, that's what's going to happen. The effects loop is in place, so basically I'll just disconnect this, and I'll put this in the circuit here, just so I can do reverb and delay and blah blah blah, you know, chorus and all that, without having to do too much work. So I'm going to put it in this guy. This thing here, sorry for moving around so fast. This thing here, I'll probably just set it down in the bottom here and go with it. So I'm going to mount this, and I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so I ran into a problem here. I did not think about speaker placement versus tube displacement. So I'm probably going to have to, man, I put liquid nails here. That's going to be a bear to remove. Anyway, so I guess chapter 2 of this, or chapter whatever, is going to be me figuring out how to mount this thing either here, or I can redo it and offset it like this. That could be an option. Kind of looks crappy. I like to have it in the center, but I really don't see how I can do that with the way this thing's set up. I can't raise that up because they've got a deal there. So, I don't know. We will figure something out sometime. But yeah, this is going to have to go. Yeah, I'm thinking that's pretty much my only option, just to move this thing over here on this side. I can't put it anywhere else. It's too big of a speaker. I could go back to the original speaker. You know, I could do that. Let me look. Let's take a look here. Get this thing out of here. Oh, good Lord. You're not going to go? You're not going to budge? I mean, I will have to redo this whole thing, but I guess I could put this little thing. It's such a piece of crap speaker, though. God dang it. The other one was so much nicer. You know, put it right there. Easily have that in there. 12AX7, no problem whatsoever. I guess. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to power it up here and test this guy out. Oh. Just the whole problem is getting this out, because I really did a number on this by doing liquid nails on it. So I don't know. I have to figure something out. Okay. Major updates. Sorry I didn't get any of this on film here, but I did put a Tolex cover on this. I've never done it before. I'm not, obviously, not really good at it, but whatever. Put a little strap on there, which I think is kind of overdone, but hey, this is 15 bucks off eBay. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go with this. I'm going to do a 4x10 in here. I adjusted the circuit to accommodate for a 4 ohm impedance for this. And I'm going to build, I don't know how high I'm going to go on this. Maybe I'll go up here. I don't know. Kind of want a little more ventilation through this thing. So anyway, that's what's going on with this now. And I'll probably get around to making another clip of this video when completely done. So I'm not happy with this either. These are just wood screws. I don't know where I put the originals. I had them. Just now I just can't find the doggone things. These aren't going in there very well. So we'll figure something out. Okay, project is complete. My handle on there, and it's been a while, so I don't know if I'm repeating myself, but this I had to stop right here. I didn't accommodate for the size of the transformer for this. You know, that 4x10 actually sounds pretty good. It's got a nice, a lot deeper tone than what I was expecting, so that's a good deal. That's really it. I'm gonna put this thing on eBay and see if anybody wants a very unique amplifier. Okay, now it's all done. It's eBay ready. Corners are on, just to hide the mediocre Tolex job I did. Works great, nice and quiet. Good little lamp. So, there you have it. A lot of different changes with this.